Hello dear students, in our lesson today we're going to do some workbook exercises. So get your books and let's start. First of all, let's go and put the appropriate verb in the different activities. I'm sure that you all know them and you like most of them. So, skiing, which is the verb that we use. We go skiing. What about football? What do? We play football, of course. What about yoga? Yoga, we do yoga. Athletics, think of athletics, of running, of jumping. So, we do athletics, of course. What about running? In the morning, for example, or in the afternoon, we go running. And cricket, which is the verb that we're going to use, we play cricket, of course. Let's move on. Another exercise that we might have in our workbooks has to do with open clause. What is an open clause? We need to complete one word that has to do with the whole sentence. So it's very important to see what is in front of the missing part and what is after the missing part. Let's start. The town of Aspen, Colorado, takes its name from the pretty aspen trees, something missing, grow on the nearby Aspen Mountains. So, the trees, what do we need here? Probably we need a relative pronoun. So, trees that or which, both of them are correct. It's of the mountain. It is what? It is because of. So that is the expression that we should keep in our minds. Because of the mountain. Or rather the snow that, so this is what helps us, that falls on it. That skiers and snowboarders from, we have an expression here, over the world. What do we say? From all over the world, travel there. Since the resort opened in 1946, they have been coming not what to learn, but also. So this is what helps us. The expression is not only to learn, but also to compete at an international level. In particular, Aspen is also, and you've got four, extreme winter sports, spectacular combination of acrobatics. So it is famous for, of course, spectacular combination of acrobatics with skiing and snowboarding. You don't have to ski to enjoy Aspen, though. As something as hiking and cycling, snowmobile tours, sleigh rides, snow showing and cross-country skiing. So, apart from just one thing, as well as what you can do, you can go shopping in local boutiques and visit art galleries too. There are also many cultural events, what? The year. The expression is throughout the year. So, the whole year, such as the Aspen Ideas Fest, Jazz Aspen Snowmass, and the Aspen Film Festival. So, as you can see, mostly they are expressions. You have to think, you have to understand what is the missing word from the meaning of the sentence. Another exercise is grammar. So it has to do with grammar. We need to choose the appropriate form of the grammar that we have learned. Number one, I wonder if they had reached the destination by now. Focus here. This is what is going to help you. Reached, will have reached, or will be reaching. So I wonder if they will have reached their destination by now. This expression helps us to understand that we are using future perfect, something that will have been done in the future. If I had known the hotel was going to be like this, it is the third conditional, as you can see. I would have booked somewhere else, of course. The beginning helps us to understand which conditional we are going to use. Number 3. We stayed in a house which was 300 years old. Whose? Remember, we talked about possession. Do we have any possession here? Where or who? The house is an object, let's say. So we need which, the house which. It was such cold weather, such a, too cold weather, or so cold weather. When we're talking about an adjective and a noun that is not countable, we cannot count it. We're going to use such cold weather. We have already seen this as an example. Number 5. The guide spoke such quickly, so quickly, such as or so as. When we have an adverb, so ask yourselves, how did he speak? He spoke so quickly that we couldn't understand her. Next year, Edward goes to Antarctica. It's next year. It's a plan. Would go, is going, or will have gone to. And of course, since it is a plan, it's next year, is going to Antarctica. We're using present continuous. And after moving to the countryside, she is very more relaxed, enough more relaxed, many or much. When we have a comparative form here, more relaxed, we always should put much. So much more relaxed and not the other words. Now, another very, very important exercise we said is the transformation. Actually here we are going to use the relative pronouns to help us rephrase the sentence. We've got 2 sentences and we should put them in one. It's very easy, you will see. Have you seen the postcard? I received it yesterday. And we should use which. So have you seen the postcard which I received yesterday? We are not going to use it. Why? Because it has been replaced by which. The hotel was excellent. John stayed there. The hotel, which hotel? Where John stayed was excellent. So we omit there and we put where. That's the woman. Her luggage was stolen. Whose? Remember, we use whose for possession. The bag was the woman's. So that's the luggage. That's the woman. Whose luggage? The luggage belongs to the woman. The woman whose luggage was stolen. Of course, we omit her because this shows that it was her luggage. We've got the possession that it is replaced by the relative pronoun whose. We met a man. He was a tour guide. Who? We met, of course, a man who was a tour guide. We omit he. And we'll always remember the time. She lived in Moscow. We've got when, of course, because it refers to the time. So Anne will always remember the time when she lived in Moscow. All right. These were the exercises from your workbook. I would like you to take a look and do as many exercises as possible. Always you can ask your teacher for any extra information. Have a good time and take care.